Well, good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great start to your day. Looking forward to this live together. And I'll just wait for a few folks to come on here. Who's up first? Frida, Rosalinda, Brahim. I'm just trying to turn my, don't mind me, Nativity, Anne, Rosa, Kevin, good morning, and Huguette, bonjour. Nick, have a great day. Marlene, how are ya? And Susan from Florida, good morning. Brahim's having his coffee. Sandra, Aurelia, Sharon, good morning. And Francis Marie, Danny, good morning to you. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming on. Brenda. And 2 Brendas in a row. Another Nicole, not from our staff. Bonjour. Susan. And Brahim saying it's warm in Portland, Oregon. Zian, our dear friend. Marnie. Norma. James. And Terry. And thanks for coming on. Marie from Nova Scotia. Dottie. How are you, Dottie? Natalie. Jordan. I love how you guys say hello to each other. Jordan, how are you? Marilyn from Edmonton. Good morning. Linda. Edith. Terry. Another Sharon. Good morning. Lori Lee from Venture, California. Well, good morning, Lori. From bright and early Venture, California. Helena. Irene. Catherine. Marsha. Good morning. Debbie from Quebec. Mahid. And Jeanette from our staff. Good morning. Nancy. And another Sharon. Okay, lots of Sharons this morning. Francis, another Francis. Rita, good morning. Jeanette from Hearst, Ontario, where Santa Claus lives. Slavlita, good morning to you. We appreciate you. Jane and Joan and Holly. Okay, 1 or 2 more we get going. Debbie, Nouveau Brunswick, Gail, and Evelyn. Good morning to you. Okay. Shelley and Renelle. Bonjour. De Bouche-Touche. Chantal, Ottawa. Blanche. Guys, I'm going to do one of these things in French. Okay? I'm going to do one of these in French. We got a lot of French on a daily basis. We're much appreciated in Quebec and the rest of Canada. Okay, so guys, here is, look, there's 2 or 3, I had to fight with myself this morning because I have some interesting studies. I mean, flagged just recently. And, you know, some of them to, what would I say? Blow your socks off type of studies. Really, okay? I'm going to do one of them this morning. I'm telling you, I just, this study came out and I really have been impressed. Well, impressed. I mean, I can't get over it. I can't get over how good it is and instructive it is, okay? Now, here's the study, okay? When you give up nighttime eating, okay? I got at least 10 things here, that get better. Okay? When you give up nighttime eating, you're really helping your body in many ways. And this study is going to, I think it will for you, blow your socks off. It's a blow your socks off type of study. Okay? To be honest, I had some very practical things that I saw in my practice over the years. And I highly recommended people for years and years and years, don't eat at night. We'll get into that, okay? Because I talked about that quite a bit with my patients. Like, stop eating at night. It really makes a big difference to your GI, okay, your gut. But here's what this study is saying besides the gut, and we'll get into some more gut. I'll give you a little bit more detail in a minute, okay? But let me read to you the benefits this study is showing for people who stopped eating at night, okay? Stopped eating at night. Numero uno on their list, okay? Like, this is not my list. This is the study's list and how they listed, okay? Number one, decrease in blood pressure. You don't eat at night. They found a decrease in blood pressure. That's interesting. I'm going to tell you why I think it is, because they don't say this, but the second thing they see, and they actually measured this, okay? What they call your glomerular filtration rate. You get a test, you see EG, what is it now? EGFR, LF. It's your filtration rate, okay? Filtration rate. And I'm trying to think of the initials. I'm having a senior moment here. But listen, okay? That measures your filtration out of your kidneys. When you don't eat at night, what they're saying in this study is your kidneys improve. They filter better. Now, let me tell you what else that means. When your kidneys are filtering better, your blood pressure gets better. Kidneys are huge with blood pressure. I talked about that yesterday. You get vasoconstriction of your blood vessels when your kidneys are dehydrated. One, water. Niagara Falls, kidney function. You know my expression that you need to pour water over your kidneys 24/7. Now your body needs water and your kidneys really need water to get rid of all the toxins, okay, out of your body. To keep your filtration rates good, and it has a secondary effect of helping your blood pressure, okay? Got that, guys? So here it is. And isn't this interesting? Okay? Isn't this interesting? It decreases, okay? When you don't eat at night, you have a decrease in metabolic syndrome. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. This is what they're saying. And what is at the root of metabolic syndrome? Okay, question. I like to ask questions because I get you thinking along with me. What is at the root? Why are 88% of the population metabolically unwell? That's just a fact. Only 12% of the population in North America are healthy metabolically. What is at the root? Yes, food. You're absolutely right, Sue. You're absolutely right. It's food. But what specifically, Brenda, you got it. It's insulin. It's insulin resistance. Okay? Tina, you got it. Insulin, insulin, insulin. Okay? Jerry, you got it. And I like the way you're thinking. Leaky gut, it could be a factor. Brahim, food. Yeah, food. It's food. But it's specifically leaky gut. Carol says sugar. Yeah, of course. Okay? But I was looking for insulin, guys. Okay? So insulin resistance, when your cells are going, would you give me a break, insulin? I can't stand you. We should have broken up years ago. Breaking up is hard to do. Remember that song? You got to be my age. No, but all I'm saying is, these things get better when you don't eat at night. According to the study, kidneys improve. Kidneys improve. Blood pressure, because of that, improves. Metabolic syndrome improves. Your cells become more sensitive to insulin. You see, when your cells are tired of insulin, they resist insulin. Would you get out of here? I can't stand you. And at the cellular level, though, your cell wall goes, ugh. But insulin has a job to do. It's going to come around and come around. It'll pour more of itself on those cells to open up those cell doors. Open up. I'm coming. When you don't eat at night, you develop more sensitivity to insulin. Therefore, you need less. Now, you guys know me, okay? What you eat every day is the key. When you're a good eater, I'm going to tell you something. When you are a good eater, you don't need a lot of insulin. Insulin and your cells are friends. When you need a lot of insulin because you're eating carbs, crappy carbs and sugars, your cells and insulin are frenemies. They pretend they like each other. They hate each other's guts. Okay? They hate each other's guts. They're frenemies. Okay? Insulin will always come around, but the cells, here comes idiot again. Okay? So, isn't that significant, guys? Give up eating at night. Okay? Here's what they said. Weight gain. It goes down. Obesity. It helps. It's not going to cure everything, of course, but it helps. You know what happens in obesity? I mean, other than, your insulin is a storage hormone. Never forget that. Its first job, hey, sugar, out. You insist on eating bread, turns to sugar in 5 nanoseconds, and insulin says to sugar, get the heck out. You can't stay in the bloodstream. But the second thing insulin does, it stores. Okay? It's a storage hormone. And as long as insulin is present, you are going to store fat. As long as insulin is present, it's the jail guard that does not allow fat to escape your body. Okay? That's why I always tell people, it's not calories. It's not points at Weight Watchers. It's not. It's insulin. It's a fat storing hormone. And then I'll give you another little physiology. Okay? When you have insulin resistance, okay, insulin's hanging around too often, you develop what we call leptin resistance. Okay, I don't want to get into the weeds, guys, but I'm trying to make it simple. Okay, leptin is your hunger hormone. Okay, meaning, well, hold. Leptin tells your body you're full. But if you have insulin resistance, leptin gets your cells resistant, just like they do with insulin. You know what happens? You're hungry all the time. It's hormones, guys. It's hormones. Insulin's a hormone. Leptin is a hormone. And ghrelin, okay, ghrelin takes over. You know what ghrelin is? Hey, you're starving. Well, you just ate. Yeah, but you're starving. Guys, you gotta fix that. Now, the best way to fix it, the best, is, guys, I know that it's hard. The metabolic reset, and we get it every day on the private Facebook group. I read it, and people, Doc, I didn't lose weight yet, and they're upset. Don't make that your primary goal. If you're messed up metabolically, let your body change at the cellular level. When you change fuels, your cells will change. Your mitochondria, your batteries, your cell walls, they'll lose their resistance to insulin. You'll become more sensitive. You have to let that process fix itself. Okay? Give your body time, guys. So many of you are so hard on yourself. Well, I read Susie's, testimonial, and holy moly, I mean, she lost 50 pounds and blah, blah, blah. I know it happens. Look, guys, but the key is you're getting to the root of the problem. You're fixing the biggest problem in the universe, which is insulin resistance, leptin resistance, ghrelin taking over, hunger. Okay? So what happens? It helps with weight loss when you don't eat at night. It does. It helps with insulin sensitivity. It helps with leptin sensitivity. Look at this. Look at this. Linda, look. Listen, Linda. Listen, okay? Listen to this one in their study. It helps with your triglycerides. Woo, woo. Guys, I'm just going to give you a little heads up. We have a new study, okay? Not only this study, but a new study on triglycerides that will also blow your socks off. I am going to bring it to you this week. It is absolutely incredible. Guys, I'm telling you, this is incredible. Anyway, did I whet your appetite? Okay, I'm telling you, this is coming to a theater near you. You're going to get to see it or hear about it. I'm going to bring it to you, okay? But here's what happens when you don't eat at night. Your triglycerides go down. I can tell you why. Because you're helping to empty your liver by not eating at night. Remember where triglycerides are made? In the liver. When your liver is full of fat, your body makes triglycerides, and it's out of that fat in your liver and sends it into the bloodstream. 3 fat balls. They go down. Just don't eat at night. Well, that's a good thing. Yep, it sure is. Okay. Yeah. Hyperlipidemia and triglycerides. Okay, so what's happening is your triglycerides go down. Hyperlipidemia goes down. Okay, so look at all the wonderful things that are happening if you don't eat at night. Now, let me get into a little bit of detail about your gut, because this is why I always use this. Whenever I had people with gut issues, do you think I saw a lot of that? Yeah, hundreds of thousands over the years, okay? I got a gut problem, okay? Let's find out what's happening inside that gut, okay? Here's one. Absolutely gets better. Okay? They just said here, the study showed that digestion is better. Okay, but I'm going to be a lot more specific. I'm going to put into detail my practice, what I saw in practice when people listened to me. Okay? When they listened. They didn't always listen. Most did, though. Okay? I always... listen, 99, maybe 95% of the people that came to see me would do exactly what I told them to do. I always gave them the little sermon, trust me. Give me 30 days of your life. You don't have to give me 60. You don't have to give me 90. You need to give me 30 days. Are you ready? Okay. 30 days. You got to trust me. You came to me. You waited months to see me. True or false? And they say, true. Okay. Now you got to trust me. I know exactly what to do with you. Okay, doc. You're the doc. That's why I came. People from all over North America and even Europe came to see me. And I would tell them, trust me, 30 days. Now, if they had any kind of digestive issue, one, acid reflux. Of course, I had them off sugars. I had them off crappy carbs. But I would get them not to eat at night. It's 5 o'clock. I said, if you can, look, it wasn't always possible, but, preferably around 5 o'clock or whatever, stop eating. You got acid reflux? Stop. Okay. Made a big difference. Of course, I wanted them to stop eating carbs too. Okay, but I'm not kidding you. They were better. Now, here's another one. Gallbladder. Remember, you have one. Or, because you insisted on not using it, you lost it. Use it or lose it. How many people, women especially, lost their gallbladders? Ooh, because they didn't use it. Now, there's another way you can lose your gallbladder. Your estrogen went through the roof after a baby, and your progesterone was left in the placenta, and progesterone is very important for smooth muscle. Uterus, okay, bladder. You know what another smooth muscle is? Your gallbladder. And a lot of women, because they were too much of a woman, they were dominant in estrogen. They lost their gallbladder. But a lot of them too, this is a fact, guys, okay? I didn't make this up. This is a fact. If you don't use your gallbladder, you will lose your gallbladder. Yeah. This whole fat-free nonsense. Okay? That took over the world 50 years ago. Don't eat fat. Don't have bacon. Don't have eggs. Don't have cholesterol. If you don't have cholesterol, you're going to lose your gallbladder. Yep. You're going to form stones in that little pouch. But one of the things, whether you have a gallbladder or not, that really gives your gallbladder a rest, a big time rest, is when you didn't eat at night. Because people ask me, even on our Facebook, Doc, I found out I got stones. What do I do? I got gallstones. What do I do? Don't eat at night. Don't eat at night. Okay. Okay, and for a bit, you got to be careful with the amount of fat. So, like you eat meat, but not as much, fatty steak that I like. Temporarily. Until your body makes that adjustment. If you have stones. Okay? If you have stones. Don't eat at night. Acid reflux, don't eat at night. Here's another one. You got digestive issues, IBS, diverticulosis. Don't eat at night. Give your digestive tract a rest. It will give you a high five saying thank you. You know what I'm saying, guys? Give your digestive tract a rest. It takes a few hours at least after you've eaten at night. Let the process take, and people, they insist on snacking. Yeah, but Doc, I'm watching Netflix. I gotta have a snack. Not if you got digestive issues. Not if you want your triglycerides to go down. Not if you want to fix your leptin resistance. Not if you want to fix insulin resistance. Not if you want to get your triglycerides to go down. All of these things get better if you don't eat at night, according to the study. Even weight. Even weight. Be careful. Don't eat at night, okay? So, interesting, isn't it? Give your gut a rest, too. It'll really make a difference in there. But this is significant, guys. When you think of this study, it really is significant. And it's practical. It's something that you can do. Now, look. It takes 3 weeks to form a habit, okay? I took enough psychology in university just to be dangerous, okay? So... Okay, but I learned that about habits. It takes 3 weeks. Why is the reset so good for you? Well, you're going to go past the 3-week mark. You're going to form, and you can form lifetime habits. Oh, Dr. Martin, I don't like water. I didn't say you had to like it. You will like it. Trust me. Well, Doc, if I don't have sugar, if I don't, yeah, but you'll switch. It's habits. It really makes a difference, guys. Unreal. Okay. So what am I saying? Don't snack at night. Don't eat at night. Every once in a while, you're going to have a late meal, okay? Where was I? Oh, yeah, I did a conference. And they ate at 9 o'clock at night. I was laughing in my head because I'm usually on my way to bed just about at 9 o'clock, okay? Like my day is over. I'm an early riser. I get up early. I start my day very, very early. And I just find as I get older, and I never stayed up late. I was never one to stay up late because I always started my day early. I'm a, 5:30, 6 o'clock type of guy. Most days I'm up, you know. And so I go to bed early, okay? Relatively early. So I'm not thinking about eating. I want to go to bed, okay? I might dream about food, but I'm not eating it, which is a very good habit, by the way, to get into. Stop eating at night. Interesting, isn't it, that study? Makes sense. Makes sense. Somebody finally wrote it down. Somebody finally did a study of it and did blood work to look at it. I like that. I love that. My job is to bring that to you. Unpack it. Show it to you. God gave you a brain. You use it. I think that's great. Okay. Now, like that triglyceride study, am I going to do that tomorrow? Yeah, maybe. It is so good. There's 2 or 3 studies I just saw in the last few days that I just like. I'm an old wow guy. These wowed me out. Okay, we'll bring them to you in future podcasts. Okay, now guys, did you see our email this morning? Okay, did you see it? Okay, really interesting on the thyroid. Okay, if you don't get our emails, why are you not getting our emails? Sign up, martinclinic.com. Okay, if you're not getting them, make sure you check your spam to make sure they're going into the wrong thing. I don't know. I tell you that without knowing anything. Okay, I just want you to get them because they're very informative. Okay, and maybe we'll break that one down on the thyroid. I just get so frustrated with the world out there in medicine, how they just mishandle the thyroid. They don't understand it. It's unreal. And millions of people a year they just don't get any help because they don't realize, even though their blood tests are normal, that their thyroid is not working normally. That is a real important key, okay? So we'll talk about that. We'll go through that stuff, okay? Hey guys, we love you, and now we're going to talk to you soon.